to Tom and Debbie O'Carroll's Irish Magic Show. I'm Debbie O'Carroll. I'm a magician and...
I'm Tom O'Carroll and I'm a musician.
Now, Mr. Tom is going to sing a song for you from Belfast. That's a city in Ireland where his mom came from.
Hey, ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb. That's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She's the belle, Belfast City. She is a cornet, 1, 2, 3. Please come and tell me who is she. Albert Mooney says he loves her. All the boys are fighting for a knock in the door, ringing the bell. Oh, me to love, fare thee well. Out she goes, white as snow. Rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Oh, Johnny Murray said she'll die. Doesn't get the fellow with the Roman eye. I tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb. That's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She's the belle of Belfast City. She's a cornet, 1, 2, 3. Please come and tell me who is she.
Now, Mr. Tom would like to sing a song about an Irish wedding.
You all have good memories, do you? So here's your bit. Now listen closely. Your bit goes, my father's making me marry Mary Mac. Yes, that's your bit. Again it goes, my father's making me marry Mary Mac. Here's where it fits in. Now Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me.
Mary Mac.
Okay, not bad for the first time. Here we go. Oh, there's a little girl. Her name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's a one I'm gonna attack. A lot of other fellas that be out upon a track. They're thinking that they have to get a early. Get ready. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. That's atrocious. My father's making me. Here we have now, for the readers among us. I'm going to marry Mary, for me married to the Carol we are. She's a neat little lass, she has a lot of class, she has a lot of brass. Her father thinks of gas, I'd be a silly chap to let the matter pass. Her father thinks to be very fair. Now Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. Oh, you're so slow. I'm going to marry Mary, for me married to the Carol we are. Mary and the mother go an awful lot together. In fact, you'd hardly ever see one without the other. People wonder whether if it's Mary or the mother or the pair of them together and courting. Now Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. Mary, Mary, for me married to the Carol we belong. That's enough rehearsal. Here we go. Now the wedding's on Wednesday. It means the rain. Soon I'm a change. Man, that's a change. Making the arrange. And clear name the range. Marriage is an awful lot of taken. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. Oh, you're so slow. Oh, Mary Mac. It's going to be grand affair, grander than an affair. To be a cook affair forever because there of all to celebrate. Sure to give my share, if I don't, I'll be very mistaken. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. Now one last time. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. Well, you finally caught up. Well done.
Very good. Now, who can tell me what this is?
Yep, it's a flag. Now, of what country? Oh, you know that. That's right. Correct.
Now, just like the American flag, the colors in the Irish flag means something. I'd like to tell you what the colors, which are, what are the colors? Green, white, and orange. What they mean, but I need 2 volunteers from the audience. Now, let me see. How about this boy right here? And how about this girl with the glasses and the red shorts? Oh, pink, come right up here. Wonderful. And you stand right there, and you stand right over here. And what's your name? Sarah. And what's your name? Hunter. Let's have a great big round of applause for Sarah. Yeah. And for Hunter. Wonderful. Now, Sarah and Hunter, I'm going to tell you what the colors in the Irish flag mean, but I'd like you just to hold on to these, if you don't mind. There you go, Sarah. Now, we'll start out with the green and the orange. The green in the Irish flag stands for the southern part of Ireland, and the orange in the Irish flag stands for the northern part of Ireland. Now, Sarah, I'm going to just tie these together. There. Is that a good knot? Yeah, very good knot. Yes, it is. All right. So I'm just going to put those into your glass. And Sarah, I'm going to give you the Irish flag. And if you would just gently wave the Irish flag in a magic fashion over the glass. Are you ready? Oh, she's doing a great job.
Great technique.
Yes. Wow. Well, let's see what happens right here. It comes apart. Wonderful. Wow. All right. You know what? We were forgetting something. We were forgetting the piece between them. So we're going to do the same with you, Hunter. We're going to see if we can undo the knot. Nice and tight. And that's a great knot right there. So let's just put it in there. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, and now you take that. We'll see if we can unknot it. Are you ready, Hunter? Ooh, nice technique. Yeah, and let's see. All right, you did it. Wonderful. Well, let's have a great big round of applause for Hunter and Sarah. Thank you. And the Irish flag. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, let's review. The green in the Irish flag stands for. The orange in the Irish flag stands for. And the white in the Irish flag stands for peace. On the count of 3, everyone say a magic word. 1, 2, 3. Now, I am going to tell you about one of my favorite Irish holidays. Do you know what it is? Well, St. Patrick's Day, everyone likes, but I actually like a holiday called St. Stephen's Day, and that's on the day after Christmas. And on St. Stephen's Day, the kids in Ireland make what they call a wren bush. And I'll show you how to make a wren bush. Yeah, they take a stick and they put some holly and ivy on it, and they decorate it with lots and lots and lots of ribbons. I don't happen to have a stick, so I'm just using my magic wand, if you don't mind. And they put what they call a little wren. It's a little toy stuffed bird they buy at the store, and then they put it in the wren bush. And then on the day after Christmas, the kids in Ireland go door to door, singing and dancing and collecting money for charity. They say, the wren, the king of all birds, on Stephen's Day got caught in a furze. This is a furze. Though his body is small, his family is great. So please, good sir, give us a treat. And by a treat, they mean some money for charity. Now you probably wonder how the tricky little wren got to be the king of all the birds in Ireland. Would you like to know? Yeah. Oh, well, he got there by trickery, and he got there by treachery, and I'll tell you the tale. A long time ago, all the birds in Ireland decided to get together and elect a high king of birds. They discussed all the different qualities that their high king of birds should have. And do you know who they finally decided their high king of birds should be? The bird who flies the highest, of course. And do you know what bird flies the highest? Actually, it's the eagle. The eagle is the bird who flies the highest. Yeah, but the little wren thought that he should be the king of the birds. So he went to the eagle and he said, I can fly higher than you can. Well, no, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Stop! 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 We'll have a contest to see who can fly the highest. So the wren and the eagle took their places on the starting line. Ready, steady, go. As the eagle trotted down the bog, getting ready for a takeoff, the tricky little wren jumped onto his back. The eagle flew up and up and up until he could fly no higher. And when the eagle had flown as high as he could possibly fly, the little wren flew a few inches off his back. Well, the wren landed back on the eagle's back. The eagle didn't even feel him. That little brown bird was so tiny and light. They flew down and down and down and landed. So the eagle asked the assembled birds, who was actually higher, me or the wren? Who was higher? The wren! Surprise. And that is how that tricky little bird got to be the king of all the birds of Ireland. But don't feel so bad for the eagle. Do you know why? Well, he flew over to America, where he was elected our national emblem by our founding fathers. Now, I am going to make a special drum for the Stephen's Day procession. And that special drum is called a bowron. I don't have an actual Irish bowron, but let me see. I can actually, because of some stuff I found at home. There we are, newspaper. Here we are. Because of some stuff I found at home, these rings right here like that. And what I'm going to do is take a couple of pieces of newspaper. Here we are. There we go. Just like this. And I am going to make a wonderful bowron. That's the Irish name for the Irish drum. There we go. And make myself a wonderful drum for the Stephen's Day procession. the king of all birds. Yeah. All right. Ooh, I should ask Mr. Tom. What do you think, Mr. Tom?
I like it, but it looks very fragile, doesn't it? It's only made out of paper.
Yeah.
I think if you might break.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to hit it with a stick, because if I hit it with a stick, what would happen? It would break, wouldn't it? Yes. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. I could hit it with my magic wand. Should I try it? I don't know. What do you think would happen? If I did, I don't know. Should I try it? Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Well, it looks like I have enough ribbon for every single wren bush in Ireland. But I broke my bowron. Oh, well. So sometime when you go to Ireland, you'll see actual drums that look exactly like this.
I'm going to teach you some words in the Irish language now. Say this after me. Is matlum mawahir.
Is-
That's very good pronunciation. That means I love my mommy. How about this one? This is for parents to say to their children. Togaboge. You know what that means? Chill out. I'm down to my last nerve. Yeah, that's what parents need to be able to say to you. Togaboge. That's right.
They do speak 2 different languages. One of those languages is the language I'm speaking to you right now. Does anyone know what that is?
English.
English.
That's
And
right.
the other is a language called, you just spoke it. Do you know what it is?
Irish.
Irish. Irish language, yes. Now, this is a story of a girl named Mary Carey Kate who went to a great city where everyone spoke Irish. Mary Carey Kate spoke English just like, and she didn't know that the people in the city spoke Irish. So every time she asked someone a question, that person would say, Ní higam, which means I don't understand in the Irish language. Can you try and say Ní higam with me? Ní higam. What does it mean? I don't understand. Try it again. Ní higam. What does it mean? I don't understand. Yeah, very good. Well, let me get on with my story. One day, Mary Carey Kate decided to go into the great city where everyone spoke Irish. Mary Carey Kate had never been to the big city, but she heard it was a wonderful place filled with gold. Now, she needed to have her necklace fixed, so that's why she was going to the city where everyone spoke Irish, even though she didn't know that they spoke Irish. As she headed off down the road, she thought to herself, it's wonderful to be going to the big city. Soon, she was on the outskirts, and there she saw many fine cows with golden horns. Everyone pretend to be a cow with a golden horn. Oh, she said, would you look at all these cows with golden horns? Oh, the person who owns all these cows must be very, very rich. I know. I'll ask someone. I'll ask that farmer over there. Excuse me, mister. Can you tell me who owns all these cows? Well, the farmer looked at Mary Carey Kate and said, Ní higam. Ní higam owns all these cows? Oh, Nehigum must be very, very rich. I wish that I were as rich as Nehigum. And Mary Carey Kate went on into the great city where everyone spoke Irish. There she saw many wonderful shops. Would you hold your hands out like you're selling something? She said, look, here's a beautiful golden bracelet, and here's a beautiful necklace, and oh, would you throw what you have in your hand to me? Just throw it up. Whoa, good shot. Do you know what this is? It's a golden chocolate chip cookie. Ow! Oh, it's kind of hard, but it looks nice, doesn't it? Here, catch. Oh, the person who owns all these stores must be very, very rich. I know. I'll ask that glamorous lady over there. Excuse me, ma'am, dear, can you tell me who owns all these stores? Well, the glamorous lady looked at Mary Carey Kate and she said, what? Nehigum. Nehigum owns the stores too? That's impossible. Nehigum owns the cows with the golden horns, and now I wish that I were as rich as Nehigum. Well, Mary Carey Kate walked along, taking in all the sights of the big city, and soon she found herself at the harbor of the great city. There she saw all the sailors loading big boxes, onto all the ships. The boxes were filled with thousands of golden rings with hearts and hands on them to be sent to every single port in the world. Oh, she said, would you look at all these ships? The person who owns these ships must be as rich as Nehigum. I know. I'll ask all the sailors who are waving goodbye. Who owns all these ships? Nehigum owns the ships too? Nehigum owns the ships? No, that's impossible. Nehigum owns the... I wish that I were as rich as... Well, Mary Carey Kate finally had her beads fixed at a store where, fortunately for her, they spoke English. Does someone out there speak English who would like to come up and help me? Oh, how about you? You stand right on this side of my table. And what's your name? Keegan. Let's have a great big round of applause for Keegan. Amazing. Okay. Now, Keegan, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to take all of my beads out of my purse. These are all broken. And now you're going to pretend you own the jewelry store, and you're just going to see if you can fix them for me. All right. So let's put them back in the bag, all the way down to the bottom. Great, Keegan. Wonderful. Wow, you're very speedy. So, Mary Carey Kate fortunately had her beads fixed at Keegan's jewelry store. Wow, let's have another big round of applause for Keegan. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you can have a seat now, too. Oh, boy. He did a really good job. And she headed off towards home. But she passed a very large funeral. Would everyone look sad? Oh, she said, this is an enormous funeral. Why, the person who died must have been very important. Look at all these important-looking people. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Excuse me, but, could you tell me who died? Nehigum is dead? Oh, that's very bad news. So Nehigum had to leave all the to die like any poor person. Well, I'm glad I'm me and not. Thank you. Well, now, Mr. Tom is going to sing a song from his hometown, which is called Dublin, and it's about a very, very famous person. Her name was Molly Malone, and she, well, you can sing the chorus. She sold shellfish, and I'm going to show you what she looked like.
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Oh, isn't she just gorgeous?
Yeah.
As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, help me out, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, sure 'twas no wonder, and so were her father and mother before. They both wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Do you know it? Alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Now she died of a fever, no one could save her. That was the end of poor Molly Malone. Bye, Molly. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Thank you, Molly Malone. Now, I have Molly Malone's magical mind-reading muscle right here in this bucket. He's a mollusk. Would you like to see him? Yeah. Well, here he is. You can come out. Here he is. See? Can you see him? He has little eyes and everything. Now, oh, you know what? He just said something to me. Malachi, the mind-reading muscle, you know what he wants to do? He wants to do a magic trick. Should I let him do a magic trick? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I can't imagine what... He says he wants to do a card trick. Okay, well, that's a good thing in Dublin. And he wants to invite 2 people to come along. Okay, well, let me see. We'll put him back into his bucket. And, I don't know, how about this girl in the back? Yes, the girl with the black hair in the back. All the way in the back row, she had her hand up, but she put it down. Yeah, this girl right here. And how about this boy right here? Yes. The boy next to him. Yeah. Sorry, next time. Okay. Wonderful. And what's your name? Tristan, and what's your name? Abigail. Let's have a great big round of applause for Abigail. Yay! And for Tristan. Now, Abigail and Tristan, you remember that Malachi, the mind-reading muscle, wanted to do his magic card trick in Dublin. So we're going to have to go to Ireland. Do you mind? Okay, do you know where Ireland is? That's good, because I do. So you know what we're going to do, Tristan and Abigail? We're going to play Follow the Leader. So, Tristan, you stand right behind me. Abigail, you stand right behind Tristan. Have you ever played Follow the Leader before? Yes? All right. So follow me, Tristan and Abigail, and do everything that I do. Are you ready? Okay. We're going to walk across Massachusetts. Follow me. We're going to walk across Connecticut. Good, follow me. We're going to walk across New York. Here we are at New York Harbor. We're going to wave goodbye to the Statue of Liberty. Wave goodbye, and now we're going to jump into the water, the Atlantic Ocean, and start swimming to Ireland. Keep swimming, keep swimming. Wave hello to the dolphins. Yeah. Wave hello to the whales. Wave hello to the sharks. Sharks! Oh no! Swim! 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 Woo! Woo! And here we are in Ireland. And we're going to walk across Ireland. Great. And here we are in Dublin. Oh my goodness, look at all the big tall buildings. And wait a minute. Guess what? I think I lost Abigail and Tristan. Oh no, I thought they were behind me. I hope I didn't lose them in the Atlantic Ocean.
Stay behind her.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's no one behind me. No, I just looked behind me. There isn't anyone there. Abigail? Tristan? Abigail? Tristan? Abigail? Tristan? Oh, no! I think I lost him. What? No, I just looked behind me. There isn't anyone there. Or maybe I should turn around a really fast circle. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, how can Malachi, the mind-reading muscle, do a magic card trick without... Whoa! Abigail and Tristan! They were playing hide and go seek. Are you ready? Tristan, you stand right there. Abigail, you stand right here. And I am going to go and get Malachi. All right. Now, Malachi, are you ready? Yes? Okay, where are the cards? Oh, they're in the bucket. Okay, can I take them out? All right. Here we are. Right here. I'll just put Malachi back in the bucket. Ooh. Are these cards? Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Those aren't cards. Those are letters of the what? The alphabet. Well, do you think that Malachi can guess a letter of the alphabet?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll try it. Okay. Abigail, would you hold on to the bucket by the handle? just make sure that Malachi doesn't peek, okay? Because we're going to see if you can guess the card that Tristan says stop at. Okay, are you ready? Tristan, just say stop whenever you like. Stop whenever, stop here? Here? All right, I'm going to give you the card. That's it. Now take it, don't show anyone else. Don't show me. Don't show Abigail. Don't show the audience. Don't show Mr. Tom, and don't show Malachi. But you can look at it yourself. Do you know what letter it is? You do? Okay, wonderful. Now, did he peek? Oh, good, he didn't peek. All right, I'm going to get Malachi. Here we are. And now, are you ready, Malachi? Yeah, he is. Okay. Now, this is what I need you to do, Tristan, is to gaze into Malachi's eyes and think of the letter in your hand. Are you ready? Gaze into his eyes. Gaze into his eyes. Think of the letter. Oh, I think he's got it. Do you have it, Malachi? Oh, you know what? Malachi is feeling a little bit shy. Yeah. He wants to whisper the letter to Abigail. Is that okay? He really likes you. Yeah, okay. So Abigail, just when you think you know what the letter is, nod your head up and down. Do you know what the letter is? You do? Wonderful. That's very good. She's very good at listening to magical mind-reading muscle whispers. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put him back in there. And now, Abigail, on the count of 3, nice and loud, tell me what is the letter. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Y? Y? Did you say Y or N? N? Oh, let's see. Is that the letter you're thinking of? Let me see. Oh, you know what? Malachi said that's not the letter. Can he try again? Okay, he wants to whisper it again. When you think you know what the letter is, nod your head up and down. If you see a letter, you know the letter? Okay, on the count of 3. What is the letter? N. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have what is it? Y? Did you say why? Why? That's a very good question, Abigail. Why? Because we're trying to see if Malachi, the mind-reading muscle, can guess what letter is on the card that Tristan is holding. Okay, so Tristan, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. Would you do me a big favor and look at the letter and tell me what letter is on the card? Why? I just finished explaining it to Abigail, Tristan. Why? Because why is the letter? Oh, okay. Would you do me a great big favor? Okay. On the count of 3, Tristan is going to show you the card, and you are going to all say together what letter is on the card that Tristan is holding. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Because we're trying to see if Malachi, the mind-reading muscle, can get one. Can I see that, please, Tristan? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the letter is... Well, let's have a big round of applause for Tristan and Abigail, 2 kids who really do know their alphabet. You can have a seat now. Thank you so much. Thank you. You did a wonderful job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a...
We have a very interesting question to ask you now. Who
Who knows who the first European to come to America was? Anyone know? Yeah?
Say it out loud. You may say it out loud. Christopher Columbus. Was that the one we know about?
No. And some people say Leif Erikson. But the Irish say it was St. Brendan the Navigator. He came here over 1,500 years ago in a leather boat. Now, he came to America just to see what was on the other side. And I'm going to invite two people to come along and take this journey with me back across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, I need someone who's sitting down all the way. Okay, let's see, how about you? And we'll get a couple of kids from the front row. How about you? And you stand on this side of me, and you stand on this side of me. And what's your name? Ariana, and what's your name? Cash. Let's have a great big round of applause for Ariana. And for Cash. All right, Ariana, are you ready? We're going to pretend that we're sailing across the Atlantic Ocean. So here's some gloves. You don't have to put them on because it's very warm. Just hold one glove in each fist, just like I'm doing there. There we go. And Cash, you're going to do the same thing. Hold one glove in each fist. Here we are. All right. Now, are you ready? Let's start sailing across the Atlantic Ocean. One day, as Brendan and his friends were sailing across the Atlantic Ocean from Ireland, they spied a small island right in the middle of the sea. They stepped out onto the island and they started to cook their breakfast. Now, Cash, here I have some wonderful oatmeal, and it's Irish oatmeal, and I'm just going to put it here. There we go, just like that. And we're going to put the lid on it just like that. There we go. And now they started to cook their breakfast. Would you take your gloves and wave it like fire under my pot? Come a little closer, right under the pot, because I'm hungry. Ow! Whoa! That's hot enough. But suddenly, that little island started to rock. Everyone rock. And then that little island started to roll. Everyone roll. Whoa! And then that little island started to rock and roll. Everyone rock and roll.
Somebody mentioned rock and roll.
Would you do me a big favor and tell Mr. Tom, did they have rock and roll music 1,500 years ago? And then that little rocking, rolling island leapt up out of the water and into the air. You see, it wasn't an island at all. Do you know what it was? It was a whale. And they didn't like that whale. The whale didn't like them lighting fires on his back, so he dove to the ocean to put out the flames. Well, Brendan and his friends swam back to the boat. Everyone swim back to the boat. They climbed aboard, and they realized that their breakfast in their cooking pot was now bubbling and boiling at the bottom of the sea. Now, Ariana, can you make a sound of bubbling and boiling at the bottom of the sea? Very good. But then, that rocking, rolling island, that's enough. You know why?
It's cooled down now. It's not boiling anymore. We're good.
And then the waves parted, and there was the friendly whale. In his mouth was Brendan's cooking pot. Now, Ariana and Cash, do you think that there is still oatmeal in here? It's been at the bottom of the ocean. Do you think? No? No? Would you like to see? Okay, you're right. Because inside Brendan's cooking pot was, whoa, a fish. So Brendan and his friends had fish for breakfast. Well, let's have a big round of applause for Ariana and Frank. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can have a seat now. Thank you. Thank you, Ariana. That was a fun trip. That was a fun trip. I am going to make what they call a Celtic knot. And the Celtic knot is, these are Celtic knots on my dress. But I'm going to do it with hula hoops. Are you ready? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now we have a great song to sing for you, and we're going to finish up the show with this one here. We need lots and lots of help from you all. It's called The Bog Down in the Valley-O, and first off we start with a hole. Use your arms to make a hole in the bog like this. That's the idea. And the chorus goes, "Oh, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley-o." You can do it. Oh, row the rattling bog and the bog down in the valley-o. Oh, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley-o. In that bog there was a hole. Make a hole like this. There was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole. Hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley-o. Oh, row the rattling bog and the bog down in the valley-o. Oh, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley-o. In that hole there was a tree. A rare tree, a rattan tree, with the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattan bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattan bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, on that tree there was a bough, a rare bough, a rattan bough. The bough of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattling bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, on that bough there was a limb, rare limb, a rattan limb. With the limb and the bough, and the bough of the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattling bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, row the rattling bog, the bog limb there was a branch. There branch, and branch, branch in the limb and the branch. Make a branch with your hand, that's right. Branch in the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, on that branch there was a twig. A little twig, that's the idea. Rare twig, your Latin twig. With the twig and the branch and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat down in the valley. Oh, the rat down in the valley. Oh, on the twig there was a leaf. That's it, quivering in the wind. A rare leaf, a Latin leaf. The leaf and the twig and the twig and the branch and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, on that leaf there was a nest. Make a little nest. A rare nest, a rotten nest. With the nest and the leaf and the leaf and the twig and the twig and the branch and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, in that nest there was an egg. Make him make small like an egg. A rare egg, a rotten egg. With the egg and the nest and the leaf and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, in that nest there was an egg. In that egg there was a bird. A rare bird, a rotten bird. With the bird and the egg and the nest and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, down the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, well, on that bird there was a feather.
Achoo!
A rare feather,
Achoo!
a rotten feather.
Achoo!
With the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, on that feather there was a flea. That's the idea. A rare flea, a rotten flea with the deep breath. Flea and the feather and the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, well, on that flea there was an eye. A rare eye, a rotten eye with the eye and the flea and the flea and the feather and the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree, the hole in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, and in that eye there was a speck, a rare speck, a rattling speck. With the speck in the eye and the flea and the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest and the leaf and the twig and the branch and the limb and the bough and the tree and the hole in the bog and down in the valley. Oh, the rat and bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, thank you. Now before we go, over here we have Kelly. who's with the Department of Children and Families, and they're interested in foster children care. And if anybody wants to talk to Kelly over there, she'll be happy to give you some information. We'd also like to thank the Police Athletic Association over here with their wonderful toys that they have to play with. All-terrain vehicles and all this great stuff to help people out. And we'd like to thank the cable TV, and especially we would like to thank this lady over here who is called Paige. Thank you, Paige. And we'd like to thank all the drivers who brought you here safely in their buses, and mommies and daddies who took you here. And we had a great time entertaining you. And we hope to see you sometime again. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. We had a great time entertaining you. Thank you.